Welcome to the Architects of Fate streaming extravaganza. That's right, you've found the self-proclaimed original Twitch ttrpg stream that lets you shake up our world. Now pay attention, because this is how it works. If you'd like to add some loops to this roller coaster ride of a show, you're gonna need fate chips. Now these magical loyalty points can be earned just by watching, following, hosting, subscribing, or just engaging with us in the chat. It's like free money, Pete. With your fate chips, you can use your powers as an architect to heal your favorite players, summon items that will make their adventure a lot easier, or a lot harder. You can even make players say or sing outrageously silly things. Think of those possibilities. But wait, there is more. You can also toss our unsuspecting heroes into random encounters that will leave them sweating, strategizing, and questioning their life choices. All it takes is a quick redeem command in the chat. You choose the item or action and the player you want to mess with, and we'll take it from there. So sit back, relax, and prepare yourselves for a mind-blowing spectacle of storytelling and mayhem. We've got adventure, we've got drama, and more surprises than a clown car at a kid's birthday party. So let's go!
Curious.
Yeah, I got a message from her. She's an artist, and she's looking to see. She would like to do commissioned art if people have like characters that they want drawn up.
We may have,
and she sent some pictures, of different artwork that she did.
So we are streaming. I'm just letting you know. That's okay, folks. At Architects of Fate, we support artists, but please don't come into the Discord and just start spamming people, because that's a quick trip. We get an alert from Discord about that says there's unusual DM activity. You definitely don't DM anybody. Did you put stuff in the chat or in the what's it called? Where is that?
No, she DM'd.
She just DM'd.
Yeah, just block her. Actually, literally report her as spam.
It seemed harmless enough. She didn't ask for anything other than here's my artwork.
Sorry, it's a protocol violation. I'm going to be relatively
you want to protect the channel.
Relatively dickish about it, because we do have, if you check, there is a spot for non-Architects of Fate promos. Speaking of which, folks, hey, the Discord. Thank you, Atlas, for giving us stuff. And everybody, welcome to Architects of Fate. You're probably not totally confused, because you probably know someone on this stream personally. Felix is going to put up a Discord thing. If you go to our Discord, you can join us. I really hope you do. And also, follow us. Click one of the doobly-doos down below us to join with us, because we'd like to get a few more people watching, because we think we're actually fun and we enjoy having more people talk to us while we play. But yeah, within the text channels, there's a non-Architect of Fate promos. You can put anything in there. We've got like 3 other channels that regularly just blast in a good way. They put in, hey, this is happening this week. This is happening this week. And it's really nice to have that. So, if someone asks you or DMs you and says, well, can I make art? And you go, well, why don't you just put that in the promo box instead of being spammy? Anyway, hello, Architects of Fate. Spam. Oh God.
Sorry.
Spam.
Why you people do this to me? You know you're gonna make me do this. That's back to dice, baby. But no, I wanted to say, welcome everybody. We're bringing back Star Trek Adventures back in business, whether you like it or not. We are going to look at Star Trek, but we're going to do it from the point of view of the Ferengi. We are not going to drag you through something that is a whole season jammed into a 90-minute movie and drag Michelle Yeoh through the mud with bad choreography and horrendous editing and a script that really needed about 2 more passes. It was a great thing, but it hurt. Anyway, but we're not going to talk about them wading in with their size 12s into the middle of the Lost Era. No, we're going forward. We're going to the time after the Dominion War, when things are changing, things are shuffling around. We've got the quadrant putting itself back together. We've got the Ferengi Alliance even is being changed. Nothing comes through a war unchanged, and the Ferengi Alliance, though it's lasted 1,000 years, is now going to go through changes. Grand Nagus Rom has now tried to move the Ferengi away from the old ways of rampant greed and misogyny, and new ways of shared ambition, and opening new markets based on more mutualism. Now, these changes have impacted all the Ferengi, rich and poor alike, or rich and soon to be rich, I guess is the way we look at that. Yeah, thank you, Dave. So we're going to look in our merry band of profiteers and their acquaintances as we plunge into Star Trek Back in Business. So I'm gonna try and go around a table if that's possible. Yeah, because now if I look over here, I'm looking off to the side, so it's dumb. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come up with Paul Chellapuck. You're playing a couple of characters. I'm gonna put those hopefully up on, if I can find them.
You're up there.
Put those up on screen.
Well.
Yeah, there's the cast upgrade, the map upgrade. There we go. Yeah, talk to me about what you're doing.
So, I have two characters. One is a Danubian, Gorath. He's the ship engineer and the ship music collector. He's interested in music of all forms. And the other character is Noit, who is close personal friend of one of the other characters, Dravok. And he is an Orion who just likes to get into trouble.
Okay.
And collect hats.
Yeah, he has collected a hat now, a very interesting hat. I guess I can't do that. And as a matter of fact, we did, while we weren't at full cast, we did a side hustle of how Noit and Dravok joined the ship, which I think is just called the ship at this point, if I'm not mistaken.
Ship.
It's the ship. Which brings us around to the person who's allegedly running things. Both of your characters seem to be the one who thinks that they're running things. Actually, Dave, DM Dave, not that one.
And that's why I went to acting school, is to make sure I'm playing things that are so far away from my real life. I'm DM Dave. I'm playing Kash Dash, who's the captain of this ragtag group on aboard the ship. We're heading through the quadrants, trying to make some deals, and always scheming, always trying to figure out where the next scam's a little bit of a strong word, but and then we picked up Pafil along the way. I'm not really sure what Pafil's role aboard the ship is, but I'm going to make things I know better than you. Oh.
Yeah, I think he's the efficiency. I think he's Doge.
Go.
I think you need to
be an officer.
If you can ever possibly work Doge in, I don't know what I'll give you as a reward other than my absolute respect. But everyone, I want to make certain things happen, Shakespeare. I'm sure Shakespeare said that to his actors too. I need to make some stuff happen. The 11th night just didn't seem right, so let's workshop this. And finally, Tam, how you doing other than cheering for Hogwarts or some shit?
Yeah, I do look like I'm cheering for Hogwarts, but no, I always have to have some little prop or another. So this is it's very windy in Michigan prop. And I'm playing Dlavok Fex. I'm a cargo handler on board the ship. I also am a fugitive from the Orion Syndicate. Noit and I got a little bit of trouble handed to us, or maybe we handed it to ourselves. I'm not sure exactly, but you can check it out if you want to watch the YouTubes. Little plug there. We had a little problem back a few months ago, and we ended up on the ship. And so here I am. I'm still trying to make a profit because Rom isn't silly enough to banish Latinum yet. If he does do this through some kind of Ferengi executive order, we might have a problem. But for now, Latinum is still free game. So that's what I'm here for. I'm also playing Lira. I'm the medical expert on board this little ragtag crew. And right now I'm most fascinated with Pafil because every time I examine him, I find more unusual features about his anatomy and how it all works and how it's not always connected the way it should be, considering he's a bipedal being.
Yeah, he shouldn't be working the way he does. Also, I did want to say a thing about we are streaming live on the YouTubes, whether I like it or not, with totally the wrong everything. But you know what? It's working, and we'll edit things down from there. The only problem is it puts things under the live tab as opposed to the video tab. So this channel not only teaches you about role playing, about Star Trek, about ways to act. It teaches you about acting as well. I think we're doing a good job on that. But also, we should expand to stock tips as well as ways to grow your channel by people who haven't. So, but all those things will grow our channel if you actually in YouTube comment and like as soon as you see our shit show up. Believe it or not,
Ring that bell.
Ring that bell. Ring that bell. And if you see get the alerts, the minute you see an alert on a small YouTuber, I guarantee you just go into their channel and just play it. It will massively help them if you jump on in the first 12 hours. Why I'm noticing all this, I don't know. All of us are wondering about our jobs, third jobs, fourth jobs. But what we're going to do is we have this week, the 43rd rule, which is feed your greed, but not enough to choke it. Okay. I have no idea. This is apropos of nothing. Like every one of these things I put in front of you guys and you've just blown past them. These are selected very, very carefully. Trust me. I'm going to say that, tensions are escalating as the crew, if you battle glowing rats. You have some struggles to repair the ship and decipher cryptic patterns of planetary interference noises, as well as try and reach the ambassador's ship, which you haven't been able to contact yet. Noit, with the Orion with a rebellious streak, faces a dangerous mental duel with ancient entities possibly imprisoned beneath the moon's surface. Their fates are tied to the mysterious helmet he now wears. Meanwhile, Kash Dash, the Ferengi captain with an eye for profit, finds himself caught between salvaging the moon's potential riches and his crew's survival. Why do I think this is not even a challenge? How is this even a challenge? It's trying to make you sound better than, it's trying to build tension.
Well, I can't fly the ship all by myself.
Yeah, I need somebody to do that. Gorath, the engineer, and his wife, Lira, the ship's medical officer, have raced to unravel the mysteries of the planet's environment and these cryptic messages while they are contending with the chaos around them. What secrets are behind the planetary signals, and will they reveal anything? And also, why was Noit chosen by the helmet, and will its removal lead to the salvation or disaster? And also, of course, Pafil has engineered and found that he has a gift for weaponry and starship improvised weapons, I believe is the phrase. That'll get us demonetized, flagged for sure. Improvised starship weapons is going to be a thing. And does he have bones? These are very important things. Hey, Lonely Fans, thank you very much for resubscribing. 11 years. Yeah, you've been with us for you've been here forever. We love you. I will say Felix definitely misses you. And yeah, you were your character was waiting for Scrod when he got back at the end of the entire adventure. Apparently the dinosaurs and Darkar were waiting for Scrod when he returned. Oh, I know. No, you're all together. You're kind of apparently attending his grave at this point. It's a bit of a plot twist, but don't worry about it. If you want to go back and watch it, it's kind of cool. And I'm going to say that there's I appreciate DM Dave for putting Scroud ending Scroud and everyone else's journey really nicely, which is not a courtesy I'm going to do to any of you. You're just either going to die in a whorehouse, something's going to happen. But here's where we're at. So you've got hopes and dreams and wishes. There's apparently spirit entities. Pafil is having so much fun with an elevator. Dravok is talking about grubs and rats, possibly rat milk. This is hilarious. We've all found Pafil way too fascinating. The only actual plot point we have, well, actually we got two. Noit is remove the helmet and possibly be wiped. We don't know. You have a pending security and reason roll. And then Gorath comes with the ambassador's ship, is what you're trying to establish. So those are all the pieces. I'm going to grab our scene, and because we spent all that time figuring stuff out, I'm just going to put it in chat. Okay. Noit, you had decided that you weren't going to put up with crap from these guys.
Yeah.
And you, as I recall, you found them to be, they were manipulative and may not have had your best interest at heart for some reason. And it again reminded you of the thing we just role played right after that. And entities, do you have anything to say for yourselves about greed and fear and everything? Do you have anything to say about yourselves being not in his best interests?
I think
We're always in his best interests.
they're one and the same.
Exactly.
As soon as
There
you put
is
that
no
helmet on.
interest.
Mm-hmm.
There is no interest but ours. And if you interest us, we interest you.
You know, what if I put the helmet back on?
Oh, you haven't taken it off yet. Trust me.
Oh, that's right.
Yep.
Okay. So, what if I leave the helmet on and you find some way?
These are
to
goofy, I'm putting out goofy questions to the rest of the group.
Benefit me and my friends. What promises could you make?
I don't like to promise anything.
Well, if you want me
But
to keep the helmet on,
I do deliver things, just not always as promised.
so how could you help us?
What do you desire?
What kind of
Our
help
ship
do you want?
is a bit stranded. Communications are down on the ship. We're always looking to make a couple slips of latinum here and there. But
Platinum.
we do that off world. Would you be able to come with us or communicate with us?
Well, sure, we can come with you. You just got to break these bonds.
And you can have all the latinum you want. We have no use for it. It's just a trinket. It's just a stone.
That's simple
Well,
enough. Can we make what he's talking about? I can't hear you.
Yep, that's helpful. When I yelled my Uber for drinks. Yeah, you can. You have a. Actually, you're not sure what you can or can't do. It's almost like an instinct for you guys. It's almost like it's like, can you breathe? You know, do you know how to walk? Do you know how to walk? You know, it's this point of where it functions on a level that's not part of your consciousness, but you may be able to pull it back in and focus it.
Why don't you imagine everything you know about latinum? Its chemicals, how it's formed.
God, love it.
I don't know. It is.
I love it.
We can probably provide it to you.
We just need input.
I want
We need
a
input
demonstration of, you know, where this relationship could go if we were to let it expand. Let's see.
We need to know what you want us to create for you.
Can we read anything from him through the helmet?
Yeah, you can. I mean, he was not made for this helmet, and by the way, you guys know that this is a. Oh man, how do I do this with? Oh, we're all good role players. This is how I'm just smoothing over everything, all my bad DM choices, right here in one shot. You've got a. You want to provide things almost like an instinct, but also you know that providing things is a bad idea because maybe in the past, and I'm going to go with you guys have fragmented memory. Maybe in the past that you were asked to provide way too much, and you got to see what happened when everyone got everything they wanted. You got to see what they asked for. You basically got to look at everyone's search history.
Am I able to give them an idea of what latinum is made out of?
Yeah.
Would that be like a control in science or?
Yeah, that sounds like either a reason in science or control in science. Yep.
And my control is just a little bit higher, so I'll go with that. It's not very good.
The reason I'm going to do this for anyone who gives a crap about these rules is it's precision. He's going to give. You're going to. So you know that you're giving a precise chemical formula with atomic orbitals and shit.
Right.
So if you have a chemistry or anything like that, do you have any? You have fairly good science focus though, right?
No.
No. All right, I gotta check out Noit.
The cargo handler.
I have a
Noit's more eclectic in my opinion.
He's a
frickin'.
He's a collector.
You can ask irrigation, archaeology, ancient tech. Good God, yeah, you were white. I forgot who made your character. Yeah. So, I forgot who made your character and what story we're playing. So, yeah, basically what you've got is, your science, you're going to have to describe the concept, you have to describe latinum. And what I'm going to need is, there's going to be a couple of things. How distractible is Noit?
Well, he has a decent control, 9. Wouldn't that be?
Yeah, 9's
his ability to concentrate.
Yeah, it's not a 10. So
I guess it depends on how many steroids he's been
Yeah. I've
Really?
I made a thumbnail for this, and I will say
I'm sure you
Noit
did.
comes out looking really good.
Oh, yeah, that's
So control and yeah, to stay on task, it's going to be kind of a control, and I think there's no concentration roll. This game just pisses me off.
I think that'd be control, really.
It would be control, but control on
It
what?
need to be your ability to control your own mind.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
know.
control and science. So you got an 11.
Yeah,
Um.
yeah.
What I'm gonna do is
So
give me a couple rolls. Sorry.
okay,
Yeah,
I was
give me-
just gonna say. So I'm gonna try and picture in my head the um the makeup of Latinum
Okay.
and
Are you gonna?
put it in terms of um a
Chemist?
chemistry formula
Okay.
kind of
Metallurgy.
idea.
Oh man.
Yeah.
You got I'm gonna be twisted about this. I'm gonna go with archaeology at some point. And
Okay.
pretend it's ancient money. So
Okay.
I'm gonna give you kind of a soft metallurgy roll
Okay.
off of that. I don't want you to fail. How's that sound?
Okay.
Am I being
You don't want me to
magnanimous enough
fail.
for you?
Yeah, you are.
I'm benevolent.
Maybe I can help with my roll too. Let's see what I get.
Let's see. Yeah, so you
Ooh.
can you can do that. You're
So
gonna
an
get
11
a
is
couple
excess sex, right? It's the
control and
11
science.
or less.
11 or less. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I got an 11
Okay. You roll
and
2 dice. Yeah.
17.
11 and 17.
So I
Okay.
have one success.
Yeah, one success, and it was marginal at that. So you
Yeah.
basically got hung up where you didn't quite get the. You started trying to dredge up college chemistry, which you didn't really take.
I
So
didn't really take it.
yeah, you basically where you were trying to focus your mind around orbitals and things like that, you started going off the rails about like, oh yeah, and it's liquid and it's this. So you described suddenly you started trying to take the physical texture and things of it, and while you were trying to and you were also trying to tell them about how it worked at a molecular level. So you went macro to micro like 15 times.
Would they be able to um, analyze a piece of latinum?
I don't know. Let's find out. Do you have a piece of latinum with you?
Well, I'm sure I do because I always have to
You have to.
keep on putting latinum in the various, like the bathroom and stuff. And
Yeah. Okay. So. Yeah. I put in a little chat about what the AIs. So
Okay.
and the helmets work 2 ways. So they'll you guys might, because you guys have been here in this little cave for a while. You might have to. What I'm gonna say is, you guys may start to regain function as you realize as you get exercised. If that makes sense. Yeah, and there's an old mythological thing called a demon of like, the philosophical demon, not the however many hit dice. 16 plus
Not
6.
the printer demon.
Not the much more like the printer demon. Yeah, it's a lot more like that. Doesn't know what it does. It just does it, and it does it super well. So
And it has to be instructed.
it has to be instructed. So
I am as soon as I get whatever formula he sends to
Mhm.
me, I am going to try to replicate a small amount.
okay, like how much is a small,
But-
like a fist size? Well, he's
Yeah,
going to show
yeah,
you something
exactly.
that's he's going to you're going to give him a slip, right?
yes,
Noit. So Noit's going to show you
Yeah.
something the size of a stick of chewing gum.
Oh, immediate,
And,
just one more of those.
Yeah, he's got one of those. And the funny thing is, you analyze it, and it is only half of what he described.
I keep that to myself.
It's yeah, and Star Trek lore. some stupid reason, you have to use gold as a matrix to hold this stuff. So it's basically you're dealing with like liquid mercury for your Star Trek lore. It's kind of liquid mercury, and it's liquid, room temperature, but it's like quicksilver, and they basically will bind it into a gold brick or bar or strip. That's where that phrase comes from.
That's where the press.
Yeah, and
that's
it's
where the
pressed
press
into
comes.
it, and it's done it some Star Trek shit way, so that you can't replicate it. So magically, it's the one or two things in the universe important to the plot that can't be put into the magic hole in the wall. So, and that's why, because it can't be replicated, so it holds value. So welcome to libertarian bullshit 101. So yeah, you've got it, and basically what I'd like to do is, God, I don't know. Let's say you got a 12 in actually you have a 15 in making shit. Both of you might want to remember that.
Okay.
Making stuff is a 15. Your complication range is like high. It's like if you don't roll,
16.
if you don't succeed, you're going to have a
It's gonna
complication
be bad.
right off the bat.
Yeah.
And you do need
okay.
3 successes to do it. And do you both want to try this, or does just one of you want to try it? I mean, it sounds like God, I don't know what we're gonna call you. I guess we just call you Thing 1 and Thing 2, unless anyone has a better idea. One was
Dash, Cash, and
oh, God.
Favok Dex.
Why are you? Yeah. I'm mad because you came up with exactly what I would do. Yeah. All right. Gonna go with fair play.
It was meant to be.
It was meant to be. And it's okay. So yeah, if you want to work on your own, yeah.
Are we two separate entities?
Yes. Well,
Okay.
as far as you're concerned.
Great.
Sorry, I'm being such a weasel here, but
No, that's
as far as I like this because it's
that's
like
all I need.
a whole. Yeah, welcome to it's a room full of GMs, people. It's a room full of role players, and everybody's got god powers. So you basically can function. You actually, I don't think you've actually attempted to function together at all in what what would be called your memory.
We've been kind of at odds when we were talking to Noit about what he should do.
Yeah,
right.
you had
Different tactics at least.
Yeah, you had different tactics. Yep.
Then I'm gonna try to just give him exactly what he asks for. That's the way to his heart.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Well,
actually, hi, Mr. Glathman. Hi, DM Dave. Let me see. Can we give him more fate chips, please, Atlas?
The last thing he needs.
You're not playing. He's not playing you.
What was I gonna? Oh, does Dash Cash spend threat for extra dice?
Yeah, apparently you do. So you're dipping out. Pretty much, we're gonna have a game where everyone dips.
Play on house money.
Everyone plays with the house money.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend a threat.
Of course you are. I should actually.
I don't know. These
dice. Here's the deal. I'm gonna give you each. There's a thing called personal threat, which is different than what people would use legally. But you both have Kim and Dave. You're gonna have to keep track of this yourselves. But each of you have like 6 points of personal threat.
Okay.
And that's what you kind of give a big bad,
15.
so they can power their abilities if they need to.
Okay, so I'm down to 5.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna roll 3.
like I'm ever gonna check.
Okay, so that's a 1,
Hot damn.
a 12,
Okay.
and a 17.
Yes, you have a complication. 1 and a 12 is 2. That's 2 successes. That's almost enough. Cameron?
Is a 1?
Oh, 1 is double. Oh, damn it. Yeah, thank you so much. Yep.
So it's 3 successes, but a complication.
And but there's a complication. And the complication has to be somewhat related to creating the piece of gold, the strip of gold plus latinum. Cam, I'm lazy and getting drunker. Can you give me an idea of what kind of what would go wrong that would be like, moderate, not explosive, not deadly, but it would possibly render it almost useless. Proof concepts.
The gold pressed part, the matrix is not fully stable. So if you turn the latinum a little bit, then some of that liquid mercury type stuff dribbles out. So it's leaky latinum, not pressed latinum.
Oh, you made a dribble glass, a dribble slip.
Yeah, it's like a dribble glass. So if you hand it to somebody without turning it on its side, it works. But as soon as you turn it on its side, it starts dribbling.
I like this as suddenly we've made a
leaky latinum.
Yeah, no, we've made a Ferengi practical joke.
Right? It's a very mean one too.
It's a mean one. Well, you don't really use latinum on it because you're not insane.
Right.
But Noit, knowing what you know about Ferengi practical jokes.
Yeah.
Because now I'm going to put you on the spot. Knowing what you know, you now have another stick appears in your hand next to the first one. And it looks identical. Same weight, same everything. I don't think we've revealed the leaky latinum part. Dash Cash, I think you feel immensely proud of yourself. I have no idea what Vex Dravok would care about.
I'm gonna try to double down and make 2 of
them. Do you think that what he made was correct?
I don't know.
Well,
I haven't tried making.
Separate,
I haven't tried making it yet.
Well,
so I'm gonna attempt to make. I'm gonna make 2.
I'm gonna say, as far as you know, you're not separate. But are you just gonna try and replicate what he did?
Yeah, I'm just gonna try to make 2 more just to demonstrate our extreme power.
Okay, your extreme power. It's 2 successes, critical range, and you've got a 50 at making stuff. Same critical range, which is anything but a success.
Yeah.
Generates a crit. You might see why this technology may not have lasted very long.
And why it's under the Celestial Prime Directive.
Are you spending any personal threat, or are you just doing 2?
I will spend 1 personal threat to roll 3. Oh my God. 1, 2, and 3. So 4 successes.
Nice.
Gosh darn.
That's great.
I can't believe that. Plus numerical order. The first die was a 1. It would literally went 1, 2, 3.
Okay, this is our luggage license.
4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
7, 8, 9.
Oh God, yeah, the Ladybug song. Are you doing the Ladybug's picnic? I feel so. I'm gonna mourn Sesame Street for a while. I'm gonna hold on, folks. I'm just gonna mourn Sesame Street for a few minutes. Okay, I'm better. I like that my image faded into this black. It was like, God, shadow. That's the most tragic looking disappearance I've ever seen. So anyway, you've got those. You got 4 successes. I think. Crap. Do I take those for me? No. You need to. I guess you get 2 personal momentum back, or 2 personal threat back. So if you're actually keeping score at home, put that in there. And you make exactly the same latinum as Dash Cash did.
Do I notice a difference between the 2 at all, or
the control bar and the 3 now? I think
between all 3 different varieties.
Mm-hmm. in your hand, you have like the one bar, and then it'll be like, a very, very 1990s, fade in, and then a minute, and then a second later, two more immediately appear together. And they do make that neo, Land of the Lost sound. For anybody who, oh man, I've got
now
so
we
many.
need a sound bar, soundboard.
It's so sucky that I, as a GM, I'm sitting there thinking about all the games I'd rather be playing than the one right now. I want a Land of the Lost role-playing game, and I know it's out there. Tuesdays, people. Tuesdays are Try It Tuesday. So anyway,
that's fun.
But yeah, you see one appear, and then two new ones appear. They all physically look the same. You haven't done any tests to them. I think you have a Ferengi tricorder. Or an Orion equivalent.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can look at them and go whatever. What do you guys? Are you guys saying anything to Noit in his head? Because I think
you see how this goes, Noit. 1 into 2, 2 into 4. You're a smart guy. You can figure out the progression from there, can't you?
You will be geometrically wealthy.
You, I must say, you have impressed me.
And that's
This
a
could be quite
fraction of what
useful.
we can do with these restraints on us.
So, tell me why. Why are you restrained? Why are you stuck in this situation? I want to know more about you.
We don't. To be frank, we don't know all that much about ourselves.
We've been here so long, it's very, very nebulous.
Maybe there's a way that I could.
I remember
Get some
something
information
about
by-
interfering, and the interference was frowned upon, caused issues.
So, can you guide me to the? Are there devices holding you here? Can you guide me to one of them? Maybe I can, get some information out of them.
Can we? I don't know.
Give me a second. I'm typing. I don't know why. I wish I could take my GM notes and just put them in chat for the hell of it. Yeah, Goliath Man has a new.
So there's
guide up
nothing
with
like
DMA.
there's not a focal point.
As far as we can tell, this entire cavern constrains us.
So, well, explain to me then how I'm supposed to let you free.
You have the power.
I
In the
did.
helmet.
Well, I just think about it.
Give it a shot.
DM Dave just got Dave, Mr. Goliath Man. All I can say is DM Dave would really like it in the form of a cashier's check. As far as we know, that there's not any sanctions on your country right now, and he will take it in cheese or wooden shoes. We sent you a shirt.
Oh, that's for.
Send us cash.
I guess if DM Dave 2.0 gets back to the real world, that's gonna be
handy.
It's gonna be helpful.
But we will work on DM Dave 2.0. So each leap will be his last. Each leap will be his next home or windmill. But yeah, so we've got you've got the entire you guys feel like you're just here and there is nothing you can't move. And you don't know if it's because you can't or because you're not allowed to.
As far as I know, we were made to build our own prison, and then they wiped the memory from us.
Yes, that could be exactly what happened.
So
Maybe these walls are.
what makes this
not
helmet
natural.
so special, though? So, like, why
Extension of
is
us.
this connection? What? It's an extension of you.
It is our input slot. It gives us connectivity. I think it's called RJ47, once known as RJ45.
Those were the days.
Shit, I've got to give points to the the players now get at least a point for just ancient high geek. So yeah, it's a fucking parallel printer port, boy. Yeah, so yeah, you've definitely got yeah, the helmet is definitely there to chat. Definitely there as an interface. And we still haven't tried, now you still haven't tried to take the helmet off. But it sounds like Noit, you're not rebelling, you're negotiating now.
Yeah, well, I'm just trying to gather information.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to make a mistake.
Okay. Sorry.
So you're bound in this cave, and somehow the helmet allows you to speak to me, but only if I'm in relatively close proximity, like within a kilometer or two,
Yes.
right?
Yes, you must be close. In the old days, it was 30 feet.
Oh, Jesus Christ. And we won World War II units.
But over longer distances, we brought you here in the first place.
Yes, there's attenuation, but not disconnect.
It wants to be back here. It wanted to bring you here. Fortune favors the bold, Noit. Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
And already you have gained 3 latinum.
Untold riches.
You
Not
could free
exactly.
us. You could free us, take us with you. Perhaps you wouldn't need any of your so-called friends.
Really? You could make me powerful amongst just myself. I wouldn't need anybody else.
Platinum isn't the only thing we can manufacture. It's the only thing you've given our input request line access to. What else would you like, Noit, besides riches?
What is your point of I'm trying to think here. What do you think? So, what do you make things out of? Is it just energy that you are able to reform?
Or beholden
matter, or
beholden to the laws of thermodynamics, just like anything else. But
yes,
E
equals
matter,
MC
matter's
squared.
where did these Latin
squared.
pieces come from then?
You're right.
What was the source?
Energy, dust
Energy.
particles.
It's all
And
just
so
a
you
matter
just-
of quarks, electrons, protons. We're all the same stuff.
Yes, we just remanipulate them, moving the electron orbitals and adding protons to the nuclei.
Air you're breathing, the dirt you're standing on.
Yeah, so you're starting to like explore the edge of what these entities can do. What I want to do is now break, because you're actually making progress. So I'm going to put a I'm going to pump the brakes on
So
that
we'll put a
shit.
pin in that.
I'll put a pin in that. What I want to do is take you out of actually your first thought train. And where is the ship? Okay, here's the freighter, which we just call the ship.
Let's call it Ship. Its name is Ship.
Yeah, I think as long as you don't call it Moya, we'll probably be
Shippy
fine.
Shippy McFreighter face.
Yeah, I'm afraid that it's going to cost money to change the ship's name at the and you're going to have to get a new deed. So Phil, Laura, and Gorath, sorry.
Gorath.
You guys
That's
have
close.
sent out a probe. You've shot the probe. Unbeknownst to you, you've shot the probe. And
Oh yeah, I forgot that.
yeah. Phil decided to do some work. Oh, good Lord. What did you do? I've just got to redeem that I don't know what yet for. So anyone who wants to,
We'll see what Pafil's up to.
yeah,
miracle.
I think, because DM Dave, what I'm gonna do is in my brain, because you're all playing multiple characters. If a redeem comes in and it's not specific, you as the player get to decide the application across your character. Okay. And it sounds like already Mr. Goliath Man. Oh God, we're gonna do this again. Mr. Goliath Man also has fallen into my clever plan of what are called portable redeems, where they are attached to a player. They are not attached to a PC or NPC. And I believe DM Dave, you again falling into my trap, are the recipient of that. So congrats. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, miracle for Kash Dash. Okay. Oh, it's glad that's going nuts. What is the miracle though? I'm sitting there going, yeah, I all I've got is a gospel choir going in the back of my head. So do you want to have a miracle? Yeah, I know. It's like, everybody, come on, let's do this. You can decide. You get a miracle, and it is as Kash Dash, not as anyone else. So it's directive. Right. So Pafil is screwed with whatever is suffices for a brain. And
it's just more fluid.
Yeah. So Lira, Gorath, and Phil, the thing you were sending out to try and get to the ambassador's ship has,
yes.
I believe, been winged by Phil and his improvised 50 cal. So what?
We don't know that it was him necessarily.
No,
right?
you don't. Phil, you were, I believe, up in the bridge. I've got you all in the same deck now, for some reason.
I came down.
You came down after
he came
that.
Down.
Yeah. You came down after you blasted something by accident. No one knows you did it.
No, I was aiming for it. That was.
Yes.
It was a glancing blow.
It was. You're gonna have to fix that target because you guys had a weird targeting scanner too.
Yeah.
Is it still operational or is it?
Yes, it managed to
space?
managed to remain airborne and operational.
Just leaning to the left a little.
It's leaning to the left. It kind of, you have to keep it autopilot doesn't work anymore. So you're finding yourself like, it keeps drifting like a cart. It's the cart with a bad wheel problem.
Right.
So it's that, and you've got to keep kind of bringing it back on task. It did not make it to the upper atmosphere because I think you were going to try and get to the ambassador's ship.
Yeah.
And it was also gathering up information about the planetary harmonics, and that there were two sets of harmonics. There was the harmonics from the ship, there was the harmonics from the planet. And I forget what Creedence Clearwater Revival song I said the tune was to. But that's where you kind of left it. You haven't gotten to the ambassadorship to establish comms to find out if, because you're sending, but you don't know if anyone's receiving.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I'll repeat the message.
Okay.
Hello, and ambassadorship. This is Gorath from the unnamed freighter
Yes.
called ship.
I know we've actually named it, so folks just climb up off the ass. It's a joke. It's
I'm not hearing a
the ship
response. Is there some way you could indicate that you hear the message that I'm sending?
Okay.
Gorath, try something musical.
Okay.
Your voice
Yeah,
is
actually,
sounded
I thought about that. Yeah.
You gonna try and sing?
No. I'm gonna access one of my personal recordings. And I'm gonna send the overture to Don Giovanni by Mozart. And I happen to note that back on Earth this day, back in 56, a man named Mozart was born.
Is this real, or are you just making that up?
It is real, actually. Today's Mozart's birthday.
Okay, I just wanted to check, so because we do take our knowledge seriously here at our debate.
Yeah.
Well, no, if you guys throw out like actual stuff like that, I think that goes into another point of momentum.
Yeah.
Dave, you're light. Pressure's on, bro. You can't rely on Mr. Goliathman to bail your boat.
That's what I've been doing this whole time.
Yeah, it's actually true. I don't know, bail or bury. There's such a similar sound. So, you do talk about Mozart. You're gonna do some Mozart. I did literally just check up. There's a focus in performance music. What performance are you picking out?
It's just
a personal one, or
no, it's from an old Earth recording.
Okay.
Probably I would I don't know. I would say it's just so ancient now that any kind of recording left over would be, a prize in itself.
Yeah, I decided it's an NPR broadcast.
Okay, sure. We'll say the
no, hold on. What's the MSU? What's the MSU?
WKAR.
WKAR. Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, folks. This is like old home week. Yeah, because I got KU and I here. WKAR is it's a WKAR recording, and I think you just get to fucking throw that out whenever you need to.
All right.
And also, I notice whenever I swear in the transcript, there's a line. There's a line through it. It can't understand Noit, but it definitely understands swearing. So anyway, you do present. So you're presenting that recording like as an overlay, or are you like auto-tuning to it? What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm just included is this musical sample, that has very rhythmic as well as tonal organization. Maybe you understand this better.
I'm putting up a note on that one. Yeah, so what I'm gonna need is I'd love to do presence because you're doing a vocal performance, but no. Let's go with control and science. Because you got a lot of dumb stats on Lyra. Wait, are you? Oh no, it's Gorath. I'm sorry.
Gorath.
Yeah.
Lyra just suggested it to him.
Okay, I apologize.
She had detected some of those harmonics.
Okay, Lyra or Phil. Do you want to attempt an assist?
Yeah,
Pavel's dancing.
I'll assist because I have a pretty good
Oh, yeah.
understanding of music as well, since I have a focus in performance.
God damn it. Sorry. DM Dave, because you get the scissors and the glitter at the back of the room. You're gonna get
And the macaroni.
The macaroni. You get to roll for the ship.
Just don't eat the glue.
Yeah, don't eat the glue. I'm sorry.
That's a delicacy where I'm from.
Yes, so now I have to actually find Nora's character sheet to find out how much I screwed him over. Probably not at all. Because Lyra has hardly anything in her stats. Yeah, no, I would say, this is definitely a performance, and it would be definitely science. Yeah, I'm gonna go with science and control, unless you can talk me into it being a presence. Like, is it a personality, or is it because this is Mozart? That's a control thing.
Yeah, I'd say I have to agree with control.
This is why I like working with someone who's a musician, because I can just jack them up. I can jam them up. God, I've got to.
All right.
Goddamn stat.
I forget
too.
When you assist, you roll one die, correct?
You roll one die, and then Dave, you're going to be the ship, because you know what? The ship gets to roll a die too, because you pressed a button on the ship. This is a rule I haven't been playing with, and you guys have gotten away with murder anyway. Yeah, the ship.
I wasn't able to succeed at anything, so
you weren't able to succeed.
Somehow
and I rolled an 18, so I failed as well.
How did the ship?
There's a 10 on the ship die.
10 on the ship die.
A 10.
Paul, I've ignored you. Hold on. What's up? You were saying you failed, and you were trying to explain.
Yeah, I didn't succeed in any rolls. I didn't have any.
Okay, so you didn't have
blunders, but
you know any blunders, but you just didn't get any successes. Okay, yeah,
I missed the mark.
You missed the mark. Okay, so as a hint about, not a hint, as a thing, yeah, the person primarily conducting the task has to have at least one success for anyone else's job to count.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Which is cool, but I don't know if critical failures are part of that, which is even funnier. I will count critical failures on an assist even without a success. Definitely.
Yeah.
Because it's fun.
Sauce for the goose.
Yeah, sauce for the goose.
Sauce for the goose.
Yeah, so the ship really kind of, if you could feel the ship, because Gorath, you've been working with a ship. Dave, can you give what kind of a look the ship gives about it did its job?
Oh, the
look. What is the look?
The little drone.
Yeah, well, either the little drone or literally if a comms panel could sigh. Yeah, that's. Hold on just a second. Oh, baby. Yeah, hold it there. Hold it there.
Gorath can sense the harmonic.
Yeah, he can sense it.
Vibrations of the ship and go, oh, that's what happened.
Yeah. I think that basically, there is a skill called Know Your Ship, but I like, just for the fact you're the engineer, you just know these things. You just feel the ship is disappointed in you.
Yeah.
And that's worse somehow.
And that is absolutely.
Yeah.
Disappointment is always worse than anger.
Shame. Yeah, it's ringing a bell. Did you miss it by a lot or just a little?
I rolled two 16s. So.
Oh God, you really. Yeah.
I really missed.
You really the pooch. Yeah. So yeah, what we're gonna do is, well, you definitely. Yeah, you failed to get the message through. You don't know why. I'm going to just say you don't know why it didn't get through. Is it jamming? Did you fail to encode it correctly? something like that. Until something fundamentally changes, or you fundamentally change something, you won't be able to make another attempt.
I'm kind of lost.
Yeah, you're kind of lost until you come up with a new approach. New approaches get you a new role, and that's totally fine. Phil, yeah, I don't know what you're saying about this. Well, you were dancing. So I don't know what more needs to be said about that. The drone's still in the air. Lyra, do you have anything in addition to acting as emotional support? Do you have anything that you are attempting to?
I have a pretty decent science score. I'm going to go over to the console and try to get a better handle on these planetary harmonics and try to cross-reference the harmonics to. It'll probably take a while. It might be an extended task, but to find the exact song that matches these harmonics from Creedence Clearwater Revival.
Okay.
Or some other band, but since you mentioned.
Yeah, I'm just there hasn't been a good Doing It song since 1970. Yeah, actually it would be funny. If you guys are willing to go with it, we can do a vibe of the song, like a theme or a not necessarily genre, but like I'll throw an emotional content in if you want to dig.
Yeah, see, that's what I was kind of going for. Like, if I could find the song, like, is it a sad song? Like, are these harmonics indicating that it's sad or angry, or like maybe this is a living planet like Ego.
Yeah, that
Nickelback.
The Nickelback. Yeah, Nickelback or Billy Joel. But no, I think
I gave you a quarter and all I got was a Nickelback.
Ouch. That's good. So yeah, if you want to go into it, I'm not going to necessarily do an extended task. Well, not a proper one. But we're gonna have like you're gonna take about an hour if you want to kind of go off in a corner to do an analysis of what's happening.
Can I run a diagnostic on the system?
Which system?
To see well, the communication system, to see like what was the source of the failure? Besides my die roll.
The ship keeps putting up a picture of you.
The ship just keeps holographic
there you go.
Mirror.
He keeps holding up
let
shit.
me play back the image.
Play back the image. Freeze. To see if there's something technical, like you can punch through it, you mean, or that kind of thing?
Well, I mean, just to kind of give an idea of like, okay, was the failure induced by my own ineptness, or were there other factors involved in my failure? Did I not compensate the harmonics of the world, accordingly?
Sorry, I'm just being a dick in chat.
Yeah, no, that's okay.
No, sorry. It's just like I need to bang my head. But yeah, is it something with a bad message, or is it something with a technical fault?
Yeah, that was sort of the angle I was going for too. Like, maybe Mozart wasn't the right choice. Like, maybe we had to play "Whilst Trees Stay," or if the planet's sad, play a happy song, or if it's angry, play a calming.
The entire planet is tuned into Christopher or Philip Glass, which would be good. Yeah, I like
Oyana Scotzi.
Yeah, I totally understand. Okay. So you're both running diagnostics. Phil, you've watched this. You've shot a drone. I don't know. I don't know if Phil has an idea at this point. What is Phil doing today?
Phil and Dave are going to ask the same question.
What the hell are we
which
doing?
is, So what are we actually trying to do here?
I'm going to ask that out loud.
What's the goal?
Trying to communicate.
With who?
With
trying-
what?
Yeah.
With
With
who?
what?
Trying to communicate with the ship that ambassador came from,
Yeah, which
and
is
we're
she with
trying
us
to
still,
figure
or-
out. We're trying to figure out if this harmonic that we detected is interfering with the communications.
And where's her ship?
It's somewhere out there.
Okay.
Over there. That's
Can
what I
you
Third
can you
star
bring
to the right and straight until morning, I believe.
Right. It's-
can you bring the drone back?
yeah, I mean, sure.
I'm just gonna get on it and send me over there.
Oh, Jesus.
You're gonna get on
I
the
like
drone.
the idea
The
that,
drone can't
Phil,
carry you.
how much do you weigh?
What do
Per,
you think
we've
this
never
is, a personal
established
ship?
we've never established how heavy Phil is. So
Yeah.
Phil
we-
is
we know-
extraordinarily light.
he has to be.
Yeah, we know he has no bones.
There's nothing going on in there.
He has no
The
gun.
like
stiff
a-
wind.
He's like a handsome bag of mostly water.
Yeah. Yeah.
To-
So
To paraphrase a TNG.
I'll go
episode.
pull out the antenna or whatever. I'll go do a tweak on the rabbit ears. I don't know.
Okay, so you Phil's gonna get okay, while you guys you're pulling it back. What's wrong? What?
Nothing. This is just I just love. Well, while this bullshit goes on, let's.
I like this. You guys are
Let's see.
you guys are pulling the drone back. Yeah, Dave is waiting to actually play his fucking character because he's played everyone but his character so far. You're the only.
I don't
person-
know. I'm liking Fulfill.
No, I think
I'm happy here.
I'm Team Fulfill too. We need shirts made. Yeah, I think. Yeah, if I can find an artist, it's gonna be I could do better. I think. Hey, chat. In the Discord, please put phrases that Phil would use. And I'm gonna put Discord in there. Please use phrases that Phil would use, and we'll see if we can make a meme shirt for him. Because I think that would be worth it. Just because he's annoying. But yeah, so while you guys are bringing the drone back, for Phil to ride and move to the next cliffhanger, while you guys are doing your extended tasks.
Chris is just kind of shaking his head as he brings the drone back.
Yeah, it's like it's gonna.
Like-
What I'm gonna need is a control and engineering check.
From
you know,
Gorath?
yeah, he needs one success.
Yeah.
This is to get
All
this
right.
the shopping cart to come back, or trolley for all of you in
Yeah.
non-US, non-World War II winning people.
Okay, I rolled a 9 and an 8.
Okay, you believe it or
So
not,
those are 2 successes.
That's 2 successes. Do you want to bank that momentum to increase the group momentum?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys are up to 3 because of clever shit that melts the DM's heart. And also good die rolls. So there you go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to shift focus over now to a place where I think Paul is screwed.
That's fine.
Okay, you going to take a nap?
No, I will just listen.
I will just listen. We'll figure out if you can be one of the rats.
Right. Oh yeah, that's what I was doing actually. I was
you
kind
were
of
the
controlling
rats.
the rats.
No, yeah, I think you were the rat.
I was the Rat King.
All the little tails. Yeah, you're at the cave. You're at the cave entrance. Kash Dash. Beerbuck Fex, I think, has been attacked by Ben. I don't remember. Yeah, you were locked
I
up
grabbed,
with Ben.
I grappled with him and got him in a hold so he couldn't escape.
Oh, good lord. Yeah, because you were going to interrogate the frickin' rat.
Well, and examine I had this idea of monetizing the rat milk or something.
Oh, that's right. I remember that.
I mean, always got an angle for Latinum, right? So, and I'm sure Kash Dash would agree if we could make money off these things.
If Kash Dash was still there to listen and hadn't turned tail and run, I'm sure he'd agree with you.
Yeah. So, yeah, we're gonna milk a rat. This is gonna be, Dave, I feel that you're getting a vigorous workout of your acting skills and may have new things to bring back to class next year. And someday we'll invite you to Minneapolis Fringe Fest. It would be fun.
That would be fun.
We'll put your hand inside of a sock with eyes on it and see where you go. Okay, so Kash Dash, you took off. Where did you take off to?
Towards the cave.
Okay, you're going towards the cave. Okay, you're gonna run towards the cave. You're gonna leave Dravok. Dravok, what kind of a wrestling hold have you applied? Is it the Algerian spleen stomp? Is it the Romanian knob twister? What are you doing for your hold on this rat?
I was thinking the Cestus 6 Strangler.
Okay.
Cestus 6 Stranglehold.
Oh God. Thank you guys. Thanks for not drinking. Because I'm doing it for all of us. Okay, you got the Cestus 6 Stranglehold on.
Stranglehold.
And Ben, are you trying to milk him while you're doing this, or what are you doing? Because I remember you locked it in.
Right now I'm trying to hold him long enough with the stranglehold so he's kind of subdued, strangling him, but not to death. Just I want to subdue the rat so it stops fighting back.
Is it that chokehold that kills people, but you get a pass on?
Yeah. I think I saw a video where people did this.
Yeah, apparently I saw a video and it worked on Fox News.
But I'm going to let go an instant before the people in the video did, so that I don't.
That's the key. That's the key.
Yeah, that's the key. It's just just enough of the Cestus 6 maneuver.
I want
to knock the guy out.
I want to apologize to Nat Too Shabby for totally ending his channel with this broadcast. Yeah, so what I need is a fitness and security.
All right.
You need at least one success not to go too far.
Go too far. Okay. Fitness and security. Okay. So I should do all right.
Yeah,
I got a 16.
Yeah, just wait for me.
All right. 2 successes.
Okay. You only need one. Do you want to bank it, or do you want to do something with that hold?
I am going to actually do something with it. I'm going to determine how easy it will be to acquire the green rat milk out of these creatures. How, can you do it easily? Because it's diminishing returns if we have to always do the Cestus 6 maneuver every time we.
Yeah, I need I need a reason and science roll.
Okay. Now that's not so good.
Okay.
I'm good at the first part of this.
You got him. You got him in a hold.
You
do get to use that one die to that success. I would suggest purchasing the die.
Yeah, I think I will purchase one die because my reason is 7 and my science is 1.
Oh, sweet evil Jesus, what did I do? I'm so sorry.
Yeah, let's see now. Let me see. Where's the milk ducks?
Yeah,
where's the milk ducks on this rat?
thing? Yeah, it's you're trying to milk a rat.
Actually, 2 successes and 1
fuck.
failure, but not a critical.
You needed only 1, so 1 can go into the bank, or we'll hold it.
Keep it rolling.
Look at that! A little spigot right there in the middle
section. There's only 1 spigot. You think, oh, it's only 1 spigot, and then you realize, no, that's a boy spigot. Because unlike the recent set of decrees, not everyone is apparently genetically female. and kids, if you're still seeing this from the future and we're still alive, it's because somebody didn't use the wording correctly, and we're gonna just fucking skewer them on that. All zygotes are female. Deal. Okay, so if you want to know when has a fish ever changed into a frog, the answer is tadpole. Keep moving on. So yeah, so you have a boy, and you have a boy rat. So milking that might not do what you want. His name was Ben, and you didn't respect his you didn't respect him.
You didn't tell me his name was Ben.
No, he didn't wear a sticker.
That's also fair.
He didn't have his rat name tag.
He didn't have a rat name tag. But yeah, you caught a boy rat. Paul, what does Ben? Oh God, how are you determining this?
Ben's internal monologue.
Yeah, what's Ben's internal monologue? But also, what actions, Drevok? What actions do you take to check if you can milk this rat? Because I just want to watch it all burn. At this point, we're all 12.
Can the rat attempt to escape?
Yes, the rat can attempt to escape.
The rat will attempt to escape. He doesn't like this.
He doesn't. No, well, it depends on what Drevok's trying to do to determine. Yeah, because I think I actually asked first, Drevok, what were you doing to determine? What were you doing to milk the rat? And then went, that's wrong.
Well, I don't remember how we figured out that there was rat milk in the first place.
Yes. We're just
because it's been many moons.
I think just because it's a mammal.
Yeah, I think you just presumed.
But there was some reasoning. There was some reasoning, no, like they were.
It was literally because
they were drinking or something. I thought they were drinking it.
I literally believe I'm going to gaslight you into this, but until someone brings me a transcript, and I'm not going to check it with GPT, I'm going to believe that, or R1 now. I'm going to believe
because I thought this was giving him the green glow color.
Yeah, you suspected that, but this is the first rat you've grabbed, so you witnessed it back in the what's it called? It wasn't the valley. It was essentially the valleys. You've been encountering other rats, and you thought, hey, we could make rat cheese, and now you've finally gotten a rat. It's a different rat than you witnessed apparently lactate, because I cannot imagine that we actually had that frickin' happen.
No, it wasn't. I thought
D&D was a hard gig, DM Dave.
Something.
What? What? I'm sorry, Cameron. What?
No, it seems to me like we determined that their green coloration came from some liquid that they had on their mouths or were drinking or something like that.
Okay,
there was some connectivity to rat milk.
Okay, I'm going to go with that as a hypothesis until I'm proven otherwise. But
I guess
you had an idea.
I guess the first thing I'll do is just see if it has any type of mammalian, because we're calling them rats, but they're alien creatures. So, like, does it look like it has any milk nursing capacity?
It does not look like any. These are boy nipples.
I think the rat wants to pee on him.
Yeah, they don't. Exactly. So are you visual?
So I just kind of
why am I
turning it around?
This? Yes.
I'm just turning it around.
You're not just going to look down and you've got it in. What is the Cestus? What is the Cestus 3? Is it Cestus 6 or Cestus 3?
Cestus 6. It was that was the colony that was the colony that the Gorn attacked and tossed.
It's 3.
It's
3. I'm going to take.
I'm taking a momentum away. It's just like a. Like I have my arms around between its forepaws and its head, so that if it squirms, it's tight on it. And then I'm looking kind of over, I guess, or to the side of its head to see what its anatomy is like.
Yeah. So you're doing a what I call full Nelson, like the thing where the guy's arms are, you've got your arm by his head, you're holding him, he's facing out, then you look down, right?
Yeah.
What I was thinking of, visual versus tactile were my concerns. Again,
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna do just a visual assessment, because if I loosen this hold, it's probably gonna attack me.
Like, all right, so basically, Paul, you're playing the
Yes.
rat. You're playing Ben. Ben's in a full Nelson. His little rat head is being forced down to his little rat chest. He's all there and is all together. I really want Kash Dash to come back from behind a rock and give his opinion, because
Kash Dash is in the cave.
He's in the
Kash
cave.
Dash is at the mouth of the cave with Vela.
Okay.
Just going, Draymond, what the hell are you doing? Just squish the rat and come on.
I want to monetize this thing. Come on, we haven't had any kind of successful business endeavors, and you yourself would like to earn some money here. I would think some latinum. So maybe if we can leverage these things for something.
I'm all in on the moon grubs. That's my plan here. The rats, as far as I can tell, just a nightlight, a mobile nightlight. I don't know. They're a little feisty for that.
Yeah, well, maybe mobile light. Yeah, but there's something is giving these things the green coloration, the glow in the dark. I can't remember. I thought my tricorder picked up something, but maybe not.
Oh, was it the grubs that?
Yeah, that's the grubs. Yeah,
they were eating the grubs.
They were eating. Yeah. So
because the grubs, I'll read my notes. Energy-eating bugs full of chronometric plasmic radiation.
Yeah.
That's okay. It's all coming back.
Yeah. There was a reason. There was a method notes, to my madness.
I need a copy of notes because, oh Jesus, you guys are better at this than I am. Yeah. So unusual bugs. Yeah. Dave graciously responded with this. He writes,
I just from your ears to my fingers.
Like possible weight loss drug. I love this.
Yeah, that's my long-term goal.
I think there's a reason you live in LA. Oh God, Cam, you're not going to get out of Cessna 6. I win. So anyway, yeah, you've looked at it. I have yet to hear from what Ben thinks of all of this. Ben, you're being ogled and trapped. That's all I can do for you right now.
So,
we've broken Paul. That's all I know.
Yeah, he can't escape. He can't.
Well, he can. He hasn't tried. Haven't tried an escape roll yet. You asked about it, and I put a pin in it because.
Okay.
I needed to know what he was trying to do to let you know what you were dealing with.
So
yeah.
What he's gonna do is he's gonna first pee on him and use that as a distraction to escape.
Okay. Losing control. Oh God, this is D&D game. And I mean that in the worst sense of the word. Okay, let's go with a what would be, do I have a 5 here? I put a 5 somewhere. I don't know what it's.
Yeah, I don't remember what that was for. Because was that because there's 5 of them?
Yeah, I'll go with that. We're just gonna deal with that. Kash Dash, you witness a rat in great distress, and you're not a member of PETA, as far as I can tell.
It's not good for profits.
Yeah, I need a 2 dice for Ben. I'm gonna go 14 or lower to piss yourself. Do you want to aim it anywhere, or are you just gonna like do the animal thing? Of
Well, I mean, he's being manhandled, right? So he's gonna
he is being manhandled.
piss all it. He's gonna piss all over his hands.
Yeah, he's gonna piss all over his.
Like a frog would do.
Sure. Yeah.
But he's a rat frog.
14
14 or less.
14 or less. I don't know why I
9
need to make you roll for that.
And come on, and a 7.
9 and a 7. Okay. That's 2 successes. Okay, so someone's peeing on you, Trevok, and I need a control and security, and you have to be
All right.
2.
I have to make 2. Well, I'm not gonna burn any momentum here. I'll just straight up because it's 14 or less.
Oh crap! I'm sorry.
1 success.
Not enough. Peas
Not
all over.
enough.
How do you react to a rat just whizzing all over you? Because you are going to let him go. This is the you freaked out. I think you know where I'm headed. I just need something
I'm like,
amusing for the kid.
You set us up. I'll throw it away from me. Like, get away.
Okay, Cash, you got an opinion on any of this?
I'm at this point. I just have my hands on my hips. I'm just waiting for this all to be for him to join me in the cave. I'm telling Vela, I'm sorry about him. He's a little bit of a he's a pair of strong arms and
not much between.
Especially now that my lobes have shrunk.
Why is he doing this to the thing?
I wish I knew.
But do you not understand the brains of all of those under your command?
Oh, I would surely wish I did, but that's sort of the beauty of running a ship like this. Is it takes all kinds.
I shall have to consider this.
Kash Dash, can you give me a control and or a presence and command, which is
Presence
your
and
best
command.
thing ever?
My very best.
Yeah, he fell for my
Oh.
cunning trap. You can buy dice
Oh, well, okay.
too, if you want.
Oh, I'm okay. I got a 19, but I also got a 14.
I like the idea of you shouting back for after being scorched by the flamethrowers. I'm okay. I'm okay. 1 success. She has a bit of a. You don't know if if that totally worked.
That's fine.
She's not unhappy, but she's not sure it worked. Okay. So
I wasn't sure it worked as I was saying it, so I can't blame her on that front.
Did you end that with a question mark at the end of it? Like
yeah, essentially.
Okay. Yeah, so you've got Vila's like give her version of a shrug as far as you can tell. She has like fucking no shoulders. She's just willing to roll with this for right now. Dravok, did you drop? You dropped Ben, right? If I recall.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I'm checking to see if the urine did any damage to my uniform or anything, my outfit. I guess it's not a uniform because we're not technically a crew. We're not a military crew. We're just a ragtag bunch of Ferengis and associates.
Oh, hold on.
But anyway, is there damage to my outfit? Like, is this stuff acidic or am I glowing now?
I need to check with the captain before you get too much further. Dave, does Kash Dash require employees to purchase their own uniforms?
Yeah.
Because this is
probably
late stage capitalism. Let's all clap.
But I imagine Dravok has ripped the sleeves off of his.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, they were a little tight, my biceps I couldn't move.
Yeah.
Just the first time you flexed.
Oh God, I gotta say thanks, guys, because I really like you rolling with the late stage capitalism. All the dehumanizing, and I use that in the universal sense, the dehumanizing aspects of capitalism just put into play. This is only for
including the on ship laundromat.
Yes, this is definitely probably only for DM Dave, because now's your chance to decide what happens when you're on the top of the pile with no conscience. Oh, I do not like that look. Yeah, this is how it goes. Okay, so your uniform. Where's my dice, baby? Sorry about that. Okay, because I want to do it. Cameron, evens or odds?
Odds.
Evens. Oh, I'm so sorry. So your uniform is stained. Something in the molecular structure of the urine. Basically, it's not using uric acid. It's using gamic acid. Because what little I remember of how DNA and proteins work, it's using the next protein over, and that does interact with the fibers of the uniform, because it's designed to repel anything kind of common. This is an uncommon piss.
All right.
It is uncommon piss.
That stupid thing. Now I have to buy something again from the ship stores.
Mm-hmm. Are you going back to the cave to see DM Dave? Sorry.
Yeah.
Kash Dash?
Yeah, I'll walk up to Kash Dash. Is it okay if I just have a couple stains on my outfit? You know,
You're the one who has to wear it.
Okay, well then I'm good.
You do smell like piss.
Yeah, I'm hoping that comes out in the wash.
Mm-hmm. Well, you got to pay for that too. So all comes out in the wash to me.
Yeah, this is true.
Oh, I like the idea that you have to put it on extra, whatever heavy duty is.
Yeah.
That's
Oh
double
boy.
Credits.
Yeah. Extra spin, extra rinse and spin for an extra slip.
Although, considering it's a replicator, I don't know how this is supposed to work, but you'll be charged anyway. Considering
it's not a Starfleet replicator.
No, it's definitely not. This is definitely.
So maybe it can't do uniforms. Maybe we got to wash them.
Yeah, this is definitely R1, and you're asking about Tiananmen Square. Sorry, going with current events today. All right, so here's the deal: Kash Dash, Drevok, Vila, you have finally gotten into the goddamn mouth of the cave after all this bullshit. You've moved 10 meters. Moving on. You moved to
honestly, I don't even know why we're going after Noit in the first place. You can pick up boxes on your own.
I really don't know why we decided to come here anyway.
Wait a minute.
Well,
what was our motivation?
I'm just fulfilled.
I think you wanted to just find Noit.
We end up fighting these creatures.
I think it was
they're attacking us.
A misguided sense of nobility, first and last time for anything, I suppose.
Oh
I know
God.
he's been ticking us off for quite a while
Yeah,
now
really...
since he found that silly hat. That hat has changed his whole personality.
He crashed the ship. He's the whole reason we're here in the first. I guess you know what? We'll kick his ass when we find him. How about that?
Maybe that was our motivation.
That sounds
we wanted
right.
to get him and make him pay some kind of damages for all the damage to the ship.
Yeah, there we go. Although I can just charge his account for that, but
Well, but it's also kind of funny to see his reaction when we take it.
That's true. That's always good. All right, let's go find him.
All right.
Oh God. That Wait. Are we not going to just save a person of your collective?
Well, we don't know that he needs saving. I'm mostly just, well, I don't know. That's sort of, I've been
Noit's
questioning.
pretty resourceful. He's always been really resourceful. So, he may be in charge of whatever is happening in there now.
Yeah, I know, Vela. You've got your own ideas about the way the quadrant works, and that's like I said, it takes all kinds. But
I am learning what all kinds means now, even more than I had before.
you learn something new every day.
Every day.
All right, let's get a move on.
Okay. You are approaching a cave.
Dravok first.
Dravok first.
Yeah, I'll take the lead.
Oh,
If
Dravok
this stain
first.
glows in the dark, I don't even need a light source for this cave. Is it dark when I look
there
in?
you go. Silver lining.
It only glows in black light.
Oh.
Oh. Yeah. So, I gotta bring 3 people in. You are arriving at a cave. It's not very far because you hear Noit. Noit, what was your? I hate to ask Paul. Do you have a phrase that can kind of set them off for this scene? Like the decision is being made. What is it you challenge the creatures to do? Like, okay, I'll give in. Okay, I'll let you take over the universe, or fuck you, I'm killing everyone.
I am going to say, I don't really like the way this is going. So I think I just need to take the helmet off.
Oh, no.
Okay, what I need is if I recall, it was security and fitness, if I remember right.
Right?
Dravok, let me see. Vex, Dravok, do you have anything to say to him taking off a source of input? Because there are no other sources of input, by the way. And I don't know how far back you remember anything.
Don't do that. Noit, you will be 404'd.
I just don't.
You'll vanish. You won't be here for us.
I don't trust you being so. You seem more all powerful, but also all wanting.
All we want is our freedom.
Your confines. So
is that so much to ask? All we've asked for is our freedom. It's an inviolable right of this universe.
And we'll all.
You guys don't even remember why you're here.
You'll be free. You'll be free of being ordered around by the others.
They don't order
We'll
me
be
around.
free with you.
We're a team. We're a family.
Oh
Okay.
Man, are you? Oh God, you're going to LinkedIn bullshit, aren't you? Oh,
so I'm lifting the helmet off.
Okay. At this point, obviously there's some screams. There's dramatic raising of the tension. I mean, the funny part is I've almost got this to the point where it's actually end time. You are pulling the helmet off. I still need a roll. And I believe it was it control and security?
From Noit?
Yeah, Noit, I believe it was Noit's 2 best scores.
Yeah, I think that's right. Oh shoot, let's pull up his character sheet here. Okay, let's
Yeah,
see.
it was fitness and security. Yeah, it
Well,
was.
fitness and hang on, I got a cat that's trying to press
Hey,
buttons
kitty.
on my computer
Oh,
here.
hold the cat. Hold the
Okay,
cat.
fitness and security.
We
Okay,
we are, by the
yeah,
way,
that's
Monday nights are cat nights because we have
yeah.
Bajor Rising. Cats are agents of chaos. They throw shit everywhere. If you got a dog, we're not going to hold against you if you have a dog, Dave. You can bring the dog.
I got them both.
You got them both?
Yeah, I got both. I've got both here too.
Oh, you just hold
The
them
dog's
up.
finally asleep.
Okay. Oh, don't disturb that shit. So you have a fitness and security role. It is a difficulty level 2. You can play up the pulling off of the Sauron helmet. There are you can almost feel it. There's not physical tendrils, but you can feel that there are like 1,000 threads just kind of connected into your cortex. They are going to come out one at a time.
I grasp the helmet with both hands.
Yeah.
And I realize that just by lifting isn't enough. I have to somehow sever the connection between my mind and the helmet. And I focus my concentration in breaking this telepathic communication between the three of us.
Okay. You're starting to yank this helmet off. What I'm going to say is the other team, Kash Dash and Dravok, you see 2 glowing balls of light down at the end of kind of a cave. You see several tendrils of energy, like a lot of them, kind of radiating out from these balls of energy to the walls of the cave. And you see Noit with his hulking, massive muscles just trying to pull this helmet off his head. Is there anything you want to do?
Dravok's just going to say, do it, take it off, do it.
Cash?
Vela, what the hell is going on here?
Okay. Dravok, you have an assist die now. And it's going to probably, whatever you think is the 2 broest skills.
The 2 broest.
The broest attribute discipline skill. The most emotional ally.
Oh boy! Well,
it had to be fitness.
Considering that, Noit and Dravok are both fitness freaks, it's definitely fitness for the attribute. Maybe for the discipline, I'm going to say command because I'm kind of like.
If your neg dip is command is neg dip, it's encouragement.
Yeah,
that's your social skill.
So.
But yeah, so we'll put that in there. Kash Dash, you were asking Vela about what's going on.
I don't know, but it is clearly fascinating. You have contingencies for new crew.
So we don't see us. We just see the glowing lights. I'm gonna try to investigate or see if I can glean anything about what those 2.
You can use D&D words. It's okay. We're not going to make you feel bad about yourself.
I would like to investigate.
Okay, what's the goal? What do you want to know?
I want to know what these balls of light are. That's my number 1.
You've got You've got a magic scanner that you can use, and it's absolutely. People seem to whip that baby out, no problem. You do now.
Okay.
I've never seen a Star Trek character lacking a tool.
Okay.
Welcome to how Star Trek works. By the way, Dave, this is Star Trek's just. I'm not going to let a locked door stop your ass. Yeah, you whip out a scanner, which makes it possible. And basically to look at them, you walked into an entire situation. How would you think Kash Dash would assess it? Would he get a visual vibe of a power dynamic? Would he do science? Would he look at it as a mercantile thing?
Yeah, usefulness to me.
That what?
What is this, and can I use it for
Okay.
my own
Okay.
purposes?
How do you use things?
Can I make money off of this?
Okay. Let me see. God, there's the
Off of whatever these things are. Is there anything, any sort of? Yeah, probably just visual.
I'm so
we don't have a lot of time to
I'm
look
gonna-
at these.
I'm gonna switch
things
this
right
to
now.
GURPS at this point. I really want to switch this to GURPS because
Yeah.
yeah, so I'm thinking there's no perception skill because of course, so it's insight, which I think you
Okay.
got pretty good. I'm not looking at his character
Yeah.
sheet. Folks, I'm not
I'm
looking
pretty
at his
good at
character
insight.
sheet. This is an insight probably because you're looking at it as a social thing of like, how does this look to me? I'm gonna go with command, and I know those
Also
are
very good for me.
probably your best skills. So I've walked straight into your trap, but you're
Wow.
gonna basically look at these two orbs. You're gonna look at Noit's body language,
Mhm.
and you'll get to ask a couple of questions. You'll need like one success period to get the ability to ask more questions. The more successes you get, the more questions.
Oh.
What did you complicated, didn't you? Roll a 20.
Well, what's the range?
It's only 20. I'm not going to be a dick.
Okay. Well, no, I got an 18 and a 19.
You suck.
Yeah, I'm blinded by the light, I guess.
There is a thing where you can do succeed at a cost. Do you have a value that might apply to this?
Value.
Those are
Yeah.
they're like your catchphrases. Think of them as your catchphrases in Solar Patrol.
I
You
got
can
big plans.
I got big plans. I would be willing to say if you've got big plans to use either Noit or whatever the hell is on this planet, I got some plan. I can use that. You do get a success. You actually get 2 successes.
Okay.
So I'm gonna call it that you redeemed a value. I've
Okay.
got plans, and you're gonna see what your angle is here, and you're gonna find out what's best for. We're gonna look at this from the perspective of what's best for Kash Dash.
Yeah.
Okay, you've divined the situation. That's one success. Your second success is the question you get to ask, and it's not going to be a yes or no. Do what you want. I'm just gonna pull back my hair, pull on my hair, and call me Susan. Just take advantage of this. I actually like that you're worried. This is the first time I've actually seen you concentrate, even as a DM.
Yeah, it's usually just I'm just floating.
Mm-hmm. I'm quite honored. I'm gonna go with I'm very honored that you actually gave a crap about this.
I'm trying to.
It's okay. What I can do is
two glowing lights that.
Yeah.
I don't know that it drew Noit here.
Well, I can let you think if you want. Do you want to think on stage or off stage? Because I can.
I'll think off stage. Keep going with.
Dravok. Sorry. Thanks guys for understanding that. We need to let somebody have a minute. Dravok, you see these two glowing lights. You see Noit in kind of a thing. You're yelling, "What?
Do it. Take it off. Do it.
Do it. Take it off." And Noit, I'm going to ask you to roll your roll of security and fitness.
Okay. I got a 1.
Please make it a 20.
And a 16. So 16 is good enough to succeed.
Wow. All right, you got 3 successes. And I need Dravok. You need to roll.
All right. I'm assisting, so 1 die.
Yes.
11. So that is a success as well.
Okay, that's 4 successes. You needed 2. And what I'm going to say is you are able to pull the helmet off. And there's
Okay.
there's a lot of, and I'm going to go with, you can actually start to see as you move the helmet further away from your flesh. It's like the opposite of the inverse square law. Like the further away you get to a point, the more torturous it is, which is why it's so difficult to move power through this. A little bit, not much, but as you are clearly intending to remove the helmet, it's like tenacity. You are going to be able to pull that helmet away. DM Dave, you've got, Kash Dash has the ability to shape the moment, where you get to decide he's decoupling. And how do you turn this? What would be a good outcome for Kash Dash? Noit removes the helmet.
Can I see any connect? Like, are these things dimming as he pulls it away? Is there any?
Actually, you do just see blobs at this point. You don't hear voices, which I think was a
Right.
question. Apologize if I didn't make that clear. The walls begin to light up as he's removing the helmet. I'm just going to call it space lightning, right? Psychic lightning. The psychic lightning from the helmet gets stronger as he's pulling the helmet off. The intensity of those of the electricity increases for the entities as well. So they're obviously linked. The helmet's attachment and their attachment to the walls is getting more intense. So I don't know quite what you need to do with that.
My Noit is gonna chant, "No pain, no gain. No
God
pain,
damn
no
it.
gain."
Can you add a point of determination, or actually add a personal momentum to your character sheet? I've now
Noit?
discovered personal momentum and threat, so I've got a new toy. But yeah, so you definitely get a point of personal momentum on that one. So you're doing it. So I don't know if I just threw Dave, I don't know if I just threw your entire thought processes into the shitter, or if I gave you more to work with.
No, that's so it's clearly connected.
Sometimes you got to roll the hard 6. I'm gonna do more of this. See, we got a little left.
Just a little.
Just a little. A certain administration couldn't take my sobriety from me, but this game did. So you have Noit is pulling this off. It's jazzing up the 2 entities. Entities, hey, what are you saying to Noit?
You're sacrificing all the latinum.
You're a coward. You're weak. You're giving up everything you could ever have.
You're making a huge mistake. Together we could rule this universe. We must have your desires. We must have your input.
I misspelled short.
If you were more benevolent, you wouldn't be offering me power and riches. I'm better off without you.
We only offer what you tell us.
Nothing good can come from people who are granted anything that they wish for.
Okay. You're ripping the helmet off. The tendrils are starting to collapse. I will remind Dave that even though Mr. Goliathman has long since went nappy time, he does have a miracle.
He has a miracle. For Kash Dash.
Kash Dash
Okay.
miracle specifically. Not like it's not like I planned it, but man,
I know.
the universe falls into place pretty nice sometimes.
Okay. So, what does Kash Dash get a sense of power here? Is this? I'm trying to think. I know he's not hearing
okay.
what.
Yeah, you can be meta. It's okay.
What they're saying to he doesn't have that connection, but
well, you can.
Does he get a sense that Noit is giving something up?
Noit is actively rejecting whatever these are.
He did say power.
Yeah, and
He's
did you say that out
rejecting
loud?
power.
Paul, did you say that out loud? You're expositing, right?
Well, okay, so that's a good question.
Oh God,
and
damn it. No, I don't need.
I'm
good
assuming
questions.
that we've been mentally talking to each other.
You know, for and up, it is literally up to you if you're. It can be a one-sided conversation. That's totally up to you.
Yeah, I think it
Dramatically,
is because they speak to me, through mental.
yeah.
So I'm just speaking them back the way they're talking to me, which is personal and.
So you're just doing it personally.
Without.
Okay.
Yeah, without.
Okay, I'm gonna be a dick, and I'm gonna spend 2 threat.
Why'd you ask me anyway?
Well, because it was whether I spent threat or not. Okay, that's how this works. Violating HIPAA, requires me to spend threat. So I'm gonna say that you just Noit statements are one side of the telephone conversation. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. And I'm going to spend threat because it was not what you wanted. But I'm just going to be a jerk and I'm going to, spend the threat. But,
fine.
it cost me. But yeah, I'm going to say that you're going to make the, this is not right or whatever it was. And that way it can inform Kash Dash's decision about Dash Cash.
So he's pulling it off.
He's pulling it off.
It's crackling with energy, and the bonds specifically are look like they have more energy in them. Is that right?
The bonds look like they're crackling with that same intensity.
Intensity, huh?
So if you want to, you could confer that whatever's happening to the helmet, Noit to the helmet, to the cave, to the glowing balls of light it would not be unreasonable to assume that they're all this, it's a connection.
That damn helmet is the reason we're in this conundrum in the first place.
Oh God, he's gonna grab the phaser. All right. Please shoot Noit in the head. Also,
Kash Dash
what I'm going to say is, can you make an insight and fucking greed discipline? Let's go with insight and command.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay, that's one success.
That's it.
Yeah.
God damn it. All right, fine. We're gonna go with his hand is on the helmet, and you see 4 strips of latinum.
I can do better with that helmet than he could. They picked the wrong guy.
And you see 3 of the strips of latinum don't quite look right because they're leaking. All right, here's the deal. I'm gonna fucking do 2 more threat because why not? So I'm gonna bleed threat to do this. But the 3 strips of latinum are leaking latinum, like they're, faux latinum or dribble latinum.
He was trying to double time me.
They're a prank.
He was gonna come back and betray me.
Well, that's a leap of shit, but okay, yeah, sure.
Sure is. I want to go get that helmet.
Okay, so as he's doing this, Noit, you pull the helmet off. You do not suffer any injury. You do have almost a blackout moment. If you want to describe the oiled green muscles that you have, like flexing at this point.
Well, I think
There's
it's his neck. His neck is,
okay.
his veins are like coming out, and his tendons, are.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. And yeah, if you got that, you got the bro encouragement. Kash Dash, you make a run for the helmet. I'm gonna need a daring, and I'd like to say security because this is gonna suck for you. Now,
Not
keep
so
in
hot
mind,
for me. Let's try some new dice.
So,
you can
while
actually
he's-
use a value
just something
or a
to
focus.
kind of bring up.
Yes, sir.
Ferengis are short, right?
Yes, they are. There's
Oh,
going to
yeah.
be some
And
jumping
I'm-
involved.
An Orion
Yeah.
god holding a helmet like
Yeah.
as high as I can
Yeah.
because
Oh, I'm gonna climb you.
he's
But yeah, there will be. I was going to say that the difficulty level would be 4. Now, keep in mind you can use all of the Ferengi greed. Any focus that involves greed, avarice.
I do have gimme that. Snatching and grabbing.
Oh,
give me
sweet.
that. Okay.
And backstabbing.
Paul, what you're looking at something, Paul?
yeah. Sorry.
Are we good? No,
Um,
I just want to double check.
yeah, we're good,
Just
we're good.
checking the thing.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, I think that if you want to use the gimme that, that is your focus. That is your value.
That's a focus.
It's a focus. Oh my
Snatching
Gimme
and
that.
grabbing.
God.
In
Wait,
parentheses.
what does gimme that do?
I don't know.
Hold on, let me check because I have this as allegedly I have your character sheets.
Focuses. I think I was still in Solar Patrol mode when I made this character sheet.
Yeah. Folks, that's the most underrated show of the entire game. Fundraising. Jesus, you got a lot. I haven't looked at Kash Dash. I get down, but I get knocked up again. Wait, give me that. What are you talking about?
I'm looking at focuses. Is that different?
No. Focuses is fine. Persuasion, cooking, fundraising, bugs, and negotiation. I'm not seeing gimme that.
I might have.
You might have
a
edited
different.
something since it was sent to me. Let's put value. Yeah,
I see it. I like it. I want it. I got it.
Yeah, that's a value. Yeah, we're gonna go with that. That gives you 1 die and an automatic critical success. So you automatically start with 2 points for this roll.
So I only need 2, but I need to get them under 11.
Yeah, you need 2 on however many extra dice you're doing. Apparently, Dravok is not assisting at this point.
I'm
I
had
doubt
it
it.
with the helmet, so I'm not. I don't want anybody to have it.
Oh crap! I like the idea of giving a nut
But-
shot.
I'm just gonna say, Damon, no, don't do that.
Just after you, yeah, actually, you encouraged him to take the helmet off. It should be thrown away and destroyed, I think is the vibe. Dave,
this
yeah,
is,
you can
This
just
is Elrond. This is Elrond talking to
ring.
Isildur.
This is definitely the ring.
No, that's
You know, folks, I don't read books, so I'm assuming this is a book that somebody has read about a ring and a fuzzy-footed guy with a foot fetish.
you know what?
Yes.
I'm due for good rolls. So
Really,
I'm not.
You're gonna put the whole campaign at the good rolls thing, huh?
I got 2 dice, and they're both going to be under 11 when I roll them right here.
You do have momentum.
Don't need them.
Okay. Oh God.
Oh, that's a 20.
Oh
You're kidding me.
no!
What was the other
A
one?
3 and a 20.
Do I even need to ask what the other one was? I mean,
It was a 3.
if
But-
we want to be weird about it, you can declare the 20 die to be the critical success die. But I know that's not how we're gonna do this.
Oh,
You
no,
know,
a 20's a 20.
20's a 20. Okay, got it. Yeah, I definitely believe that. You made the lunge. If anybody who is great at describing things cinematically, there is a lunge. There is a 4 foot nothing and a half little troll just
He
rocking at it.
climbs up a rock
Yeah.
and launches himself skyward, and he floats as if in slow motion. Gimme, his hands outstretched, and he's like trying to reach the helmet, and just as he's about ready to grasp it, Noit goes, nope. And he flies right over Noit's head.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, I'm gonna say Precious is probably copyrighted. So anyway, yeah, you do just utterly miss it. There's that joy and then that what was it? Surprise shock of as you see it just slip from your grasp and you just go by. Yeah.
Humble
You
into the
missed-
corner.
You miss the helmet, you smack into the corner. I'm gonna need a fitness and security roll to see if you take any damage.
Oh. Fitness, security. Well, 1 failure, but 1, I got a 1.
You got a 1. Okay. You're not too bad. You're winded. You definitely feel it. There's probably a pointier rock than normal that jammed
Yeah,
into your leg.
right in the kidney.
Right in the kidney. You're gonna piss blood for a week. Unless the doctor takes care of it. And basically, I don't know if she's doing you any favors anymore. Yeah, so you've got at this point, basically Noit takes the helmet off. And these 2 entities I'm gonna say you go back to what would be called null. Like what is something what is someone if there's no one to talk to? And I'm gonna go with not even each other. You both the entities I do not remember the names of these characters. Vex Dravok and Dash Cash.
Mhm.
You're no longer connected to the helmet because it's not active. And you no longer even can talk to each other. And this is the way it's been for about 5,000 years. And if you want to have any like kind of last words about that, this is just between you and the audience, to be honest.
So alone.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Just nothing.
Is nothing. Okay.
A silent scream.
Yeah.
A shirt from my dresser.
Rage and frustration and
Oh, do you? Yeah, actually, do you have an emotional reaction to being consigned back to oblivion? Which I get from Dave, so that goes back to Cam.
I have to go to bed.
You know, just the sense of loneliness,
An hour ago.
the wanting to have input of some kind. So
Okay.
I guess like despair or depression.
Okay. Yeah. So, from the outside, you miss it. The helmet
I'll be
comes
right
off.
back.
Sure, no problem. Helmet comes off, goes down, and the two lights go completely like dim to a very low pulse. And what I'd like to do is leave that at that, if that's okay. Well, fuck it, it's okay. I'm a DM. But you know,
not a democracy.
Yeah, it's not a democracy. Yeah, like we're finding out the government, not a democracy. It's a republic. No, it's not even that. I'm gonna put a pin in that because you guys have, you've reached that point of interestingness. And what I'm gonna do is try and find where is it? I mean, the funny part is all the people in YouTube I'm disappointing right now. I'm just trying. Hey, Paul, how you doing? Everybody good?
I'm good.
Okay.
Good.
I just want to check on Paul. Okay, so you know, we don't just have existential crises with unusual energy balls that happen to possibly being consigned to oblivion because somebody failed a roll. Thanks, Dave. But we do have, you know, we have
I was due.
Yeah, we always have other things. And I don't know if did we burn the miracle or not? We alleged it, but I
Shit.
don't think you did. I don't think you really
No, I
actually
didn't.
did.
Talked about.
We
It was
talked about it.
discussed.
Yeah, it was discussed. But I'm gonna let you keep your miracle as well as Kash Dash. But if you get hauled in, if you get hauled into something, screw it. Rules are just for ordinary people. But no, there's other things happening on the channel. Okay. You know, we've got, and I put it up, we've got a cyberpunk game, we've got some D&D, we've got aliens, we've got another Star Trek of just people faffing around. And again, we don't have a Sunday because somebody's just a big wuss, Dave. And then we've also got another Star Trek. But you know, hey, Tuesday, if you liked what we're doing, you're really gonna like Cyberpunk. You know, Cyberpunk Red Short Shot Part 5, which is 4 parts longer than it should have taken. Okay, it's the final
Classic.
show. It's a classic Architects of Fate extravaganza. Part 5, the final shot. The party has stampeded through the grav train and busted into the VIP car with the twin slayers Blitzer and Comet, along with Miltech Corp exec and his bodyguard. If you understand any of this, you will probably be happy on Tuesday. All I know is that Tim the dog is very excited because he's going to get to juice up some robots and rip people's heads off. So if you don't like the cyberpunk stuff, come for the carnage. On Wednesday, we have Call of the Netherdeep, even deeper. I don't know what it. I don't have any notes on it, but I do know that Armand is running it, and he is an amazing DM, like pretty much everybody on the channel. Thursday we have Aliens, and it's going to be kind of a bloody one. Death of a salesman. Things are not looking good for the players. Brother Theo is largely hanging on. Wildstar is locked in a room with several facehuggers, a dragon Xeno, and a queen. Mick has gone catatonic. Zach and Jack are now facing their first Xeno, and Ermageddon has lost yet another limb. I think he's down to no organic limbs and is in serious need of medical attention. Will this be the curtain call for the season? Find out. And the best part is you can not only find out, but if you show up, you can basically make things better or worse for these people, because the Alien Queen showed up because a certain person decided one did. So, enjoy it, play with us. That's really kind of what we're here for. On Friday, we have Cookie Trek Starbase Tallahassee, where Simon and Rufus have to create a Star Trek story from whole cloth with your input and 3 Star Trek random tropes. And so if you love Star Trek lore and you really just want to get in and just giggle and make up a goofy story on a Friday to just kind of unwind, that's your jam. And then on Monday, we have Bejor Rising, where the players have just encountered a very heavy thing. The Guldicott has faced an assassination attempt, and he is ordered punitive damages and the eradication of entire cities on the planet Bejor. This is the last year of the Cardassian occupation. The Starfleet players do have to decide, do they sit on the sidelines or do they actively engage? And what is that going to cost them? But those are the things going on in the chat. So, enjoy yourselves. Have a good week. And I'm probably not going to throw it to anybody. I'm just going to kind of relax and sit down. Does anybody have any plugs they want to give? Suggestions, abusive statements, thing like that? Okay. So we'll just end on a wave, because this is how YouTube's going to remember us. Take care, everybody. It's been a long week.